Let's talk about this. It's hard to believe, but the school year has just wrapped up for so many families across our state. It's no secret. Our teachers are up against so much right now. In fact, according to the most recent data from the group Education Week, 44% of teachers leave the profession within the first 5 years. So I thought it was important to follow up with a few teachers who I interviewed at the beginning of the school year, like Madison Tavis, a recent ASU grad who is about to embark on her very first year of teaching.
Being kind, that is our #1 rule.
You'd never know it.
Eyes are flashing.
But this is Madison Tavis's first year teaching. It's easy to see the connection she has with her first graders here at Basha Elementary in the Chandler Unified School District when I stopped by recently.
When you welcome them with a smile and a happy attitude, they're going to be happy and they're going to give that back to you.
What would you say has been your favorite part so far this year?
I love getting to learn like each of their own little quirks and having that time with each of them and just spending that time with them. I'm just so excited to be able to just make a difference in these kids' lives. A lot of them don't have like the support that they need, and I want to be able to be that support for these children that may not have it.
This was Madison back in July. I interviewed her during Chandler Unified's new teacher orientation.
Starburst!
And it turns out Madison is just as excited and enthusiastic 1 year in as she was back on that very first day.
It's been awesome. It's been a journey for sure. It's been a lot of hard work, lots of caffeine, but I love my class and I love my school. They're like my little family.
But it hasn't all been easy. Madison says her first year has really been a time of self-discovery. What would you say has been the hardest part?
I'm definitely a type A teacher, so I need like a list. I have everything planned out. Everything like in my classroom has to have a space. And realizing that my to-do list is it's never going to be done. So realizing that, okay, I need to go home now, or that's not going to get finished.
I feel like teachers are always working. You guys work so hard.
Always.
So how do you balance that?
I do a lot of like my grading on Sundays, and I put grades in on Sundays, and then I try to do like last minute plans or anything on Sundays, but I try not to on the weekdays because I need to go home and I need to sleep and take that time for myself. By telling them not to give up. Ooh, I like that answer.
Part of that is also realizing she is growing, learning, and discovering side by side with her students.
I always remind them, we're doing this together. We're both learning.
What do you think your students have taught you this year?
Oh my goodness. They've taught me everything. Like, they've taught me some things work for some kids and some things don't work for some kids.
And it turns out the feeling is mutual. If I was your friend at lunch and said, oh wow, you have Miss Tavis, what is she like? What would you say?
She's probably the best teacher in first grade.
Wow, the best teacher in the whole first grade? That's quite an honor. And the honors from students Harper and Davis don't stop there.
100 A pluses.
Wow.
1 million A pluses. She's way better than you think.
She's way better than I think. I already know she's great, but she's even better than that?
Yeah.
You're an honest guy, so I got to believe you. There you have it. She gets rave reviews from her students. Miss Tavis works so hard. Just what a blessing she is to that school. She tells me, yes, she will be back again next year. That's the good news, and can't wait to get started. Coming up next week, you're going to hear from a teacher at Conley Elementary who left the profession to raise her family, but decided to come back. So you're going to hear her story and what this journey has been like in her first year back. That's coming up next Monday here on ABC 15 Mornings.